Hi guys, how are you? Hi everybody, how are you today? I decided to jump on here really quickly to talk about a couple of stories that I wanted in my collection. Today I want to talk about Chrisean Rock's brother responding to Blueface pulling her hair out of her head. We've all seen the video. I don't need to do it again. Then we're going to talk about Robyn and Juan Dixon applying for a marriage license and how they're not fooling me. That's just for a storyline. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about the TikToker, Ophelia, whose son life was taken, and they found the suspect. That's what I'm going to call him at this time. And her response to it was very odd. Okay, so let's get started. First, let's start with this whole Blueface Chrisean situation. You guys remember I introduced them? This is the only picture I have of Blueface. Oh God, we started talking about them probably a month ago. And I called them the new Bobby and Whitney. And I was like, they are such a train wreck. And I'm here for every single minute of it. Now I'm not here for it anymore. It's gone bad. And this situation is going to end in somebody getting hurt. It truly is an example of an I can't say the word, an A situation. The cycle is relentless. It just, they fight, make up, break up, fight, make up, break up, fight, make up, break up, and somebody really truly is going to get hurt. Now, let me show you this video. So this video came out 2 days ago of him pulling her hair. They got into an argument, okay, and he actually pulled her hair out and then showed it on social media. Let me see if I can play this for you. You're pretty bold when you show it on social media.
What?
She tried to run.
Babe, don't show me my bald spot.
Got
It's
her
gonna
little
make you
shit
look bad.
snatched up. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Why you want to show people what you did to me?
I didn't do that to you. You tried to run. You feel me?
Yeah, because I had the phone.
Instead of-
You ain't want me to see what was in your
instead of-
phone. You
instead
ain't
of-
want to see me. You
it's-
ain't want me to
instead
see
of-
what was in your
look,
phone.
instead of scrabbling up, you tried
show
to
them that
run.
fucking bathroom door that you broke down. Like, this is cat. Fuck the bald spot.
Want to see the rampage?
Come on, let's go. Let me take you. You take. Come on, hurry up before that story be up.
Okay, she tried to get my phone and run in the bathroom.
You broke that shit down.
Yeah, we not playing that.
Okay, what
Okay,
the fuck?
she tried to get my phone and run in the bathroom. What? Knock this motherfucker off the hinges.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, stop playing.
So there you have it. She took his phone. I guess she went in the bathroom. He knocked down the door, knocked it off the hinges, came in and got it. They tussled. He pulled a chunk of her hair out. Now this isn't funny. What? And then they show it on social media. And even worse, she's smiling. Babe, don't show my bald spot. As if it's not the most horrifying thing you ever seen. It's getting ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Well, when that video came out, everyone was just as horrified as I was. So they went to social media and was clowning the hell out of Blueface. They were telling her to get away. Everybody was horrified. This is not a joke. They were horrified because somebody's going to end up hurt really bad. Well, when they started coming out, I can't find my notes. She took to social media and was like, it's only hair. It'll grow back. I don't know whether to chuckle or I just don't know what to do. What? It's only hair. That's the A word, people. He pulled your hair out from the scalp. And do you know how hard you have to pull somebody's hair to pull it out by the roots? I don't know if I felt bad for her, what to think of it. But I recognize what it is. It's the cycle. And a lot of times, and I said this before, that kind of cycle of you guys know what I'm trying to say, is handed down generation from generation. It's when you don't know any better that you allow this to happen to you. Well, she did an interview today with what's this? Say Cheese. And she admitted that the same thing that's happening to her happened to her mother. Let me go ahead and play this clip for you. It's just a snippet because no one's shocked. You could tell it's a cycle with her. Listen to this clip.
So I'm 11th out of 12 siblings. My mother, she fucked with a nigga which is my dad. He cool, but he put her through some shit like abusive, like it was an abusive relationship. It was times when we had to run from that nigga. So I don't know, my life been a movie for real.
There, she admitted it, that her mother was abused. And did you guys hear she said she's number 11th child out of 12? She would go on in the interview to talk about how they all lived in a one-bed apartment. 12 children in a one-bedroom apartment. About how at times they were homeless, hopping around from home to home to home. When you grow up like that, you could take two routes. One, say, I know what that cycle of A is like. I'm not going down that road. Or two, it's the only thing you know, and you're going to carry on the tradition. It's the only thing you know. But when you take that route, these people, life are chaotic, a mess. And if you keep staying with Blueface, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. But she likes it. She likes it. That's all she knows. I want you guys to listen to this clip because this was the damnedest thing. Poor thing. I felt bad for her in this interview because she's really talking. How should I put it? Like an ignorant person. She's talking ignorant. Oh, it's not working. Hold on. She's talking like she doesn't know any better, and she doesn't. Anybody that stays with a man that does that to you, pull your hair out, is something wrong. And I don't care if she's young. But in this clip right here, she's going to admit that every time he puts his hands on her, she looks at it as a sign of love. She likes it. It's the most degrading thing I ever seen.
We don't got to get too deep into it because I know it's all over the news and investigations and shit like that. But it was a viral clip, you know, you and Blueface on Hollywood Boulevard, and y'all were going at it. You know, talk about that if you can. You know, a lot of people were concerned and different things like that. You know.
So he bucking and shit, talking and shit in front of everybody. So I get up in his face and like, boy, who you talking to? I grab him up. He don't like being grabbed up. But I'm the type to be like, yo, talk to me. Like, stop. I hate being dismissed. I hate feeling like, oh, I gotta let you be who you want to be because you mad. I'm mad with you. What's up? He walking away and I grab him. He try to grab me up. My chain break. As soon as my chain break, oh yeah, I swing. But I didn't know like he really cared. Like he showed his true colors like by going through my phone, spazzing, exposing me, all types of shit on social media. But I was like, oh, I like this. He really cared. Okay, daddy, you ain't. But he kept saying leave. But you know, and but you know you don't want me to leave, so stop catting to the world like you telling me to leave. Like, nigga, if I really leave, you know I'm not leaving. Like,
She thought, oh, he really cares. I feel bad for this woman. Really bad. She's caught up in the cycle. She doesn't even look at herself as a victim. Every time he puts his hands on her, she said, oh, he cares. And the worst part is, all of social media is telling her to get away from him. Get away from him. But you can't help anybody that doesn't want any help. You just can't do it. It's getting harder and harder to watch. The fights are getting more and more volatile. Remember this? It's getting out of control. And the worst part to all of it is no one could help Chrisean but Chrisean. So if you're going to sit there and let him keep putting his hands on you, and you look at it as a sign of love, there is absolutely nothing else anybody else can do. Now, a lot of people were saying, well, where's the family? Where's the family? I agree. Chrisean's brother came out. It's his name. His nickname is hold on, guys. Mook. That's it. This is what he said. And guys, you guys know I am blind and I cannot read that. It says, Chrisean, I love you so much, and over here hurting about you. Oh, yeah, it's hard to watch. We understand where he's coming from. I don't say nothing wasn't gone until you introduced us in person, because the shit he be doing on the internet to you, come on, Chrisean. I grew up in and out of prison. Ooh, WOD, what? I wouldn't, maybe he says listen, I would not mind throwing all of my freedom away forever for you. You're my baby sister. You are baby sister. Our father raised us to protect our sister at all costs. You're the youngest one. I know you love Blue. I just want to ask him, do he love you? I can't play about you no more, Chrisean. I'll see you soon. He's concerned. The boy don't know how to write, but he's concerned. And everybody's concerned. But you know what? She's not going to get it till she gets it. And if she gets it at all, it's a I would say 80% possibility that that's going to be Chrisean for the rest of her life. I don't think the relationship with Blue's going to last for the rest of her life. It'll be another Blue with another name. Some women just don't get it. And she's one of them. She's so young. Can you imagine being in a relationship at 23? 23. I mean, I thought it was all fun and games at first. And they're the new Bobby and Whitney. Oh my God, this is so crazy. They have the craziest relationship, until it wasn't funny anymore. And now I don't think it's cute. This couple needs to be split immediately, but there's nothing I can do. And mark my words, you guys, he has hit her, pulled her hair out, and you think, can it get any worse than this? It's going to have to get way worse before it gets better. She thinks it's a sign of love. Now and it's toxic. Both of them are toxic. Because don't forget, she beat up his mother. I cannot play that video. I got the clip, but I'm not going to play it. And his sister, to the point where one of them soiled themselves. She beat the hell out of his family. And they're still together. They're still a couple. Blueface mother, her name is Carlisa. She responded to the hair pulling. This is what she had to say. Hold on.
Let me tell y'all how to handle y'all family members that y'all feel like is in danger of their spouse or someone else. Let me tell you how I would handle it if it was my daughter and I felt like she was doing or dating somebody that wasn't. If I felt any type of way, I would be at her doorstep every single day, and me and her would have to have it out until I just either get locked up or she get tired of me coming to that door. Because what I'm not gonna do is get into it with the other person about my person, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be the one sitting somewhere looking stupid when they get back together.
So in other words, what she's saying is to the brother, listen, go get your sister. It might not be successful the first time. Go get her and only deal with her. Do not come after my son. I mean, it's a bad situation all the way around. I feel bad for Carlisa, Blueface's mother, who got beat up by Chrisean. They're both out of control. Both out of control. And the audience or the public is blaming Blueface. This is not all Blueface's fault. He's being a complete moron by putting his hands on a woman, but she keeps staying. He's tried to leave her. She keeps going back. So I don't know who's the worst, but this is a cycle here. And she's not the only woman that goes through this cycle. It's just a cycle of over and over again. This is not funny anymore. And the worst part is, it's absolutely nothing anybody can do. It's obvious that Chrisean's family's worried. The brother might not know how to spell or write, but he voiced his concern. He wants more for his sister. But unfortunately, this is a cycle. And I have to say this, and I don't mean it in a bad way. She's seen this growing up. So it's easy to go back to something that's familiar. And I'm not dragging Chrisean's mom. You had your issues, but I'm saying that growing up in that situation is not good for your children either. Because if they're not strong enough, they will repeat the cycle. It's sad. It's sad, sad, sad. When I was 23 years old, those were some of the best times of my life. You're young. You're doing things for the first time. You're supposed to be having fun. Not getting your tooth knocked out. Not getting your hair pulled out. Not getting beat up on Hollywood Boulevard. It's a lot of people that go through this. A lot of women go through this. It just so happened that Chrisean is going through it in the public. I hope she can turn this around. It's just... Did you see the bald spot? Don't make me put it up again. Listen, I've seen girls go in fist fights before. You have to pull. I mean, can you imagine how hard you have to pull to tear someone's hair out by the root? And she's saying it'll grow back. You hope it will, because sometimes those follicles get damaged. Yeah, all that drinking and carrying on. She's just living a bad lifestyle. And I worry for Chrisean Rock. And she probably will see a video like this and like, oh, girl, it's nothing. It's just fun. No, I'm old enough to know that this is not going to end up good. Somebody, and don't think it's going to last, Chrisean. This relationship is not going to last. But when it comes to an end, someone's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt because neither one of you have sense enough to know that this can't turn out right. Both of you getting volatile at the drop of a dime. It's a bad situation. It's bad, bad, bad. And I'm blaming Chrisean too. People want to blame Blueface. How many times have we seen her go back and write in blood on the wall how much she loves him? It is what it is. It's pretty bad. But look, she thinks it's cute for now. So that's the latest. The family's concerned. There's absolutely nothing the family can do. Nothing the family can do at this point. All right. Let's move on. Because that situation is too heavy. For a matter of fact, all the situations are heavy that I got today. Today was a heavy day. This is a heavy situation that I'm going to talk about next. Let's talk about Juan and Robyn. It's been reported that these two filed for a marriage license yesterday. I'm not trying to be a negative person here. I know when people are supposed to get married, okay? And Robyn, you're one of them. You're marrying Juan? Or is this for a storyline? Let's hope it's for a storyline. So they filed for the marriage license yesterday. They can't use it for 2 days before it gets certified. They can't get married for 2 days until it gets certified. And then they have until February 2023. That's when the marriage license expired. Could we turn this into a storyline? We sure can. We sure can. It could be a storyline because, listen, we don't care about you flipping houses, Robyn. We don't care about Juan not coming home, being somewhere else. We don't care. So maybe she thinks we'll care about a wedding storyline. This will be the worst storyline ever, because if you married this man, you were married once. It didn't work out. I'm just saying, it's not going to work out. Juan is Juan, and how do I see it? Robyn, he's just not that into you. He's just not that into you. But will I watch? Yes, I'll watch. I cannot wait until Potomac comes on. It happens to be one of my favorite reality shows. But it is what it is. Go ahead, fake your little storyline, Robyn, or make the biggest mistake of your life and remarry Juan Dixon. I'll be here for it all. It's a mess. It's a mess, people. Let's go move on. The last story that I wanted to talk about today, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. I've been following this story, but I haven't introduced it to you guys yet. So let me introduce this. So this is TikToker. Her name is Ophelia Nichols. There she is, Ophelia Nichols. She got 4 million people on her TikTok. That's a lot. 4 million. Well, the early part of last week, hold on, I have a super chat. All this point, I'm going to need to hear, and I do, and see a wedding and a marriage license to believe this crowd. You're right. We'll get into at the end. Let me move on because I'm on another story. Ophelia Nichols is a very famous TikToker with 4 million subscribers. And I believe it was early last week. No, not last week. Her son got, lost his life. Now, remember, I have to be careful with my words because YouTube's on a voice censor. If you say the wrong words, your video would automatically get flagged. Her son lost his life because at the time she didn't know what happened. Something going on for about a month. Let me play this when she found out what happened. Of course, any mother would be devastated if you get the call. Okay, let's try this. Hold on. Uh-oh. It didn't work out. If you got the call, well, it's freezing here, that something was wrong, happened to your son. My stuff is freezing up here. Let's see if this works. Do it the old-fashioned way.
Today would have been my baby child's 19th birthday. But he was took from me last night. He took from my children and my husband and our family. My son was murdered. He was shot.
When I seen this, I had to cover the story. He lost his life a day before his 19th birthday. What happened was, it was a drug deal gone wrong. The son was a drug dealer dealing marijuana. She did not know. She said she didn't know, or her husband didn't know. And they were at a gas station to do the deal. Her son was sitting in the driver's side of the car. The purchasers came in, got in the back of the car, and this is all on tape. They heard one single shot. The two fled out the back door. The son drove across the street where he fell unconscious and never woke up. But they didn't know who did it. And this Ophelia says she has a reach of 4 million people. She started making TikTok videos about it, asking people for their help. Let me show you a couple. This is what really pained me. I'm a mother. And I think that's the worst thing that could ever happen to you, is you lose your son. It's bad. She would post things asking for help if anybody knew anything. She would post things about her grief. It was all so sad. Oh, copyright. She would just ask people for help. Do you know anything? I can't blame her. I would feel the same exact way. I can't let that video play because it's playing music in the background. She even posted when she found out. Can you imagine this? That her son was dealing drugs. She didn't know her son was dealing drugs. And I don't think she's a bad mom for not knowing. When they become teenagers and move out for the first time, all you can do at that point is hope they remember everything that you taught them. And they're not. They're going to make mistakes. But I could see her not knowing that her son was a dealer.
I know y'all was worried about me. And I'm getting through it. I made decisions today regarding my son's service. And through this process, we've found out a lot of stuff. We just didn't know. Just didn't know. You know, when your children live out on their own, and excuse me, I'm a little swollen. I've got an abscess or something. When your children live out on their own, and, you know, pay their own bills, and they have a good job, and, you know, just don't cross your mind that they would be doing anything.
I felt bad for her. She had no idea. So to find all of this out once he's passed, you can't even help him. There's nothing you can do now to say, don't go down that road, don't live that kind of life. My heart just went out to her. Let me show you a picture if I can get this. I don't know what's going on with my equipment today. It's running really slow. I don't know if I need to do a cleaning or something, but it's going really slow. Here's a picture of her son. Let me put this up. His name is Robyn. I'm sorry, Randon Lee. His name is Randon Lee, and he lost his life at 19. And they didn't know who was behind this until yesterday. So they finally caught the suspect.
Today
The suspect,
would have
pardon me,
been my baby child's
I hit the wrong button. The suspect is only 20 years old. Let me put his picture up here. 20. Can you imagine? 20. Over some weed. Here he is. My computer's running really slow, so forgive me, guys. Really slow. I don't know what's going on. There, got it to open. 20 years old. Let me put his picture up here. His name is Robyn Gully, 20 years old. He's been formally charged with the M word. Now, so when I seen her in the videos she put up a lot of videos of what she was going through. I just felt for her really bad. Yesterday, when she found out that her son, who the perpetrator is, she had an unusual response, and that's what made me do this video. Where is it? Oh my God. I'm having a bad day, guys. I'm just gonna have to tell you what her response is. Jeez, I don't know. Her response was not anger. This is really shocking, and she's an admirable lady. She said that she felt bad for Robyn and his family. She wished it wouldn't have happened. She realizes that he just lost his life too, because he's going to be behind bars for a long time. But she said that she felt for his family, specifically his mother. I thought I couldn't believe this because I would be full of anger. She felt for his mother and that she hoped that the mother didn't feel the pain that she felt and that both of them could get through it. That's a stand-up lady. You cannot take my son's life, and I'm telling you guys right now, and I give a damn about how the other family feels or the perpetrator. She showed sympathy, and I wish I could show you the video. I don't know what's going on with my computer. She showed sympathy for his mom and him. I mean, this is one of the strongest women I've seen. It's natural, I would think, to feel some kind of animosity, maybe even hatred. She was absolutely remarkable. I don't know how to explain it. I wish my computer wasn't acting up. Let's try it again. You guys need to see this video. But, I understand what she's saying. There's pain all the way around. And this is just a tragedy. And once you're gone, you're gone. So you guys that are in your 20s, don't forget this. Mistakes are going to happen, but don't make mistakes that will affect you for the rest of your life. Yeah. Let's try this. Yeah, that's not working. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but that's what happened. Those are the 3 stories that I have for you today. I will be following Ophelia's story because this is just the beginning. They just caught the suspect and arrested him. We've got to go through a trial and things like that. And it was just a video that I came across that caught my attention. Let's take some comments. Zoe pretending to be 20 when I'm with 30. Okay. My heart goes out to her. Me too. She is so strong. She was very, very strong. I have not seen a mother respond like that. Hold on. Let me see if this is. I'm having a problem with lagging today and then I not being able to open things at all. So let's take some more comments. She's absolutely strong. I couldn't do it. Robyn's not going to marry Juan. Well, let's just keep our fingers crossed. I don't think she should marry Juan. Please, you married him before. That did not work out. And don't forget last season, he only showed up a handful of times to filming. Remember that? Empathy, grateful, and thankful. Every life is precious. Oh, that's so sweet. That's true. I just can't think like that when I'm in pain. I just can't. Hold on. Someone wants to be funny. Put it on my members only. She's a remarkable woman. I'll just put it that way, because I would totally have a different reaction to that. I would be in so much pain. I probably wouldn't be able to think. Okay, let me go back to this. That means you need a break. LOL. Okay. She's a true Christian. She is. I'm telling you, I couldn't think about the other side. I really couldn't. Hold on. Perry's doing fine. He's getting better. I told you Perry came back yesterday and he shouldn't have. He just looked weak to me. I don't know if you guys noticed. He stopped talking in the middle of the video. It is sad. It is sad. It's sad for Chrisean. Chrisean, you got to get some strength and get away from Blueface. Blueface, go back home to your mother, who you let your girlfriend beat up. Apologize to your mom and grow up. Did you guys happen to see the tape in which Chrisean beat up Blueface's mom and sister to the point that one of them soiled their pants? It's a mess. It was a mess. No, no, no. I'm not going to show it. Michael and until Michael and Juan. So on this upcoming season of Potomac, Ashley and Michael are going through a divorce. And they're going to show it, but in real life, I think the divorce already went through. It's been a while since I brushed up on my Potomac news. I usually wait till the season airs before I talk a lot about him. And he's still with her. You're talking about Blueface, yeah, or she's still with him. That relationship is toxic, and one isn't better than the other. Oh, I've gone over. All right, guys, I wanted to keep the video short today. I didn't realize I went that long. We got some very serious stories here, including Robyn getting married to Juan. This is a serious situation. This is no laughing matter. What do we think about it? Because I think it's hopefully just a storyline. These two do not need to get married. And that's no shade. I still like you, Robyn, but don't you marry him. I'm trying to tell you. As far as Blueface and Chrisean, we are actively watching the cycle of it's a cycle. And you need to get yourself out of it, Chrisean. Listen to the public. The public is telling you. Your family's telling you. Everyone's saying, leave that man alone. Any man that will pull my hair out by the roots is not worth me dating. And then that's what it is. I can't say it. It's the cycle. It's a cycle. And those kind of cycles are handed down generational. It's a generational cycle. Just listen to what I'm saying. Any woman that you know going through this, ask them about their mother or their father or what they seen when they were growing up. You have to treat yourself, make people respect you. And then the last story with Ophelia and her son. What do you think about the mom, not in her most painful moments, still not having hatred in her heart for the other side? Absolutely remarkable. All right, guys, don't forget to click that like button. It does wonders for my video. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Let's try to do it again tomorrow. Let me know your comments in the comment section. Until next time, bye for now.